My dumbass got drunk and I tripped, of course, and I hit a pole with my face. So, just my leg.
Alrighty then. Let me turn the music down. And yes, my mic was off, so you cannot hear me unless I forget about it. The sound you were hearing was from the website of the link that I sent. I was just watching something. I forgot. It will also be on my live stream. Alright. I welcome you guys, Ultimator, Iris Jack, to the stream. I mean, I'm glad I wasn't watching porn or something. It would be way worse, right? Not that I'm watching. Okay, so let's wait for a few minutes, let people come in, let people know how it goes, and they will just come in when it's when the stream is actually live. Yeah, you don't want my heavy breathing in the mic, right? Are you coming all over the place? No, it's not family friendly. I know. I'm glad my family isn't watching these streams, so that's very good. You guys are not my family, so no problem in that. This stream is friendly content. I see Raf. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing fine. Hope the weather is nice. I will start off in 4 minutes. You're close in the family. You're fans. Yeah, okay, that is true. You're fans. That's right. I am doing fans-friendly content, right? Three more minutes. We're gonna blast off. I can't wait to start because I'm about to tell you guys a joke, but I cannot do that. I don't want to spoil this yet, but I really want to. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'm happy with every person watching, right? So how is the whole epidemic situation going into your country? At this moment over here, we have like a partly lockdown situation. If things don't change, within 4 weeks, we're gonna get a total lockdown. And all of that thanks to the people who really wants to party, wear no mask, and all that kind of stuff. The restaurants are closed again, which is real bad for the people who own a restaurant, people who have a job at a restaurant. Sucks, man. And while they advise everyone to stay home as much as possible, our king went on vacation and the whole country went nuts for that. So he came back as fast as possible, apologizing. Let me see. Hey, Erwin Janire. Hope you're doing fine. Hope the weather is nice. Let me see. Very bad in Belgium. I see. Every day we are breaking our daily record. We seem to be heading back into full lockdown. Announcement today. Yeah, it seems like everywhere it's returning again. It went fine for a little while, but like I said, because things went fine, well, not everyone, but a lot of suburban people start to party again. They start going out to the pubs and doing things they shouldn't do, and they start not wearing any mask, so we have another situation again. You know what the stupid thing is? If people just back off and just wear a freaking mask, it could have been gone already. The school has been open today. Oh man. Rest in peace. Erwin says it's just rainy. Well, if that is everything, then I think it's fine. We had it down for like 5 cases a few weeks ago, now up to 12,000 yesterday. Yeah, we were about to reach 10,000 cases each day. We just finally figured out how to bake and post textures on Sketchfab. That is some good news. I've been seeing you having some trouble with that. I'm glad you figured it out. This is definitely something you want to learn at some point. I haven't done it myself just yet. Alright, I see we are 1 minute over. Erwin's school here closed. All students recommended to use online studying. Yeah, it turned out to be real bad here, and yeah, we still have a king. Only it's just the king. It's not like he has something to say anymore. It's just for the show, sorta. All right, I'm going to get rid of the music. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna explain that. Let me see. What is this? Okay. The upcoming week. Oh, my microphone is on. Don't you guys hear me double? Yeah, I got a headset microphone. Or I have one. I didn't know the mic was on. Hello? Hello, hello, hello? I can hear myself. Okay, now it's off. Yeah. Wow, Erwin got 3 cans of beers. Oh man, I would like to have some. Yeah, so we did kinda sort of sport items. Of course, for some people, I think everything we have is kind of sport. Like there is also a sport for archery, so I think everything is legit sport. Even though if there would be something that isn't sport, I'm not like a strict guy. I mean, even bowling on the fanfare could be a sport, right? So yeah, we had sport stuff. People have been making a lot of funny things, amazing things, a lot of jokes this time. And yeah, we are going to start at the bottom. You guys know why? Because they say you need to save the best for the last. And all the way up on the top, we have the best for the last. And that is mine one. So that was my whole joke. You got tiger beer. Oh man, I have to wait 5 more days to drink beer again. Yeah, you waited 10 minutes for that joke, yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off with table tennis. I made this. I thought, how can I make it look interesting? And I was like, I need to, make it look sideways. And that is thing one. Normally the players stand on this side and this side trying to get a ball like this. In this case, I think the best thing to do is when a player stands here, you shoot the ball crisscross to the other side. So the players are really standing. Yeah, it's a whole new sport. It's going to, crush against the section. I think it's very difficult. Someone mentioned it would be fun in space. So maybe someday I'm gonna test this out. If I could change something, I would have added more polys to the pads down here. It's a little bit too low poly, and maybe some more smoothness onto the table, but then I had to do a lot more modeling and I would run out of time. Like the sport squash. Table squash. Is that a thing? Or you mean like what they do on the walls? Anyhow, that's actually it. I don't know what I could have changed. I'm happy with this, how it turned out, besides a lot of polys. Then we have one of Virus Jack. I play guitar, I play with people's lives, I don't play sports. And I think it was a funny one, just seeing things going the other way around. Of course, that is not how physics work, but I think it's a fun idea. The only thing that I would say is these balls, they kind of look like snowballs just because they have like these these little dots on it, making it look like it's shiny compressed snowball. But yeah, the joke is fun. Just turn it around, let the ball play with the pad instead of the pad with the ball. I think the animation worked out well, nice and crisp. Everyone seemed to like that. And then we have one of Pyro Code. I always said Prio Code, but it's Pyro Code. Vintage pair and modern pair, which I kind of like. I never thought about vintage table tennis would look a lot different. Of course, it would make sense. The whole thing would be made, I think, out of wood and out of leather or something. While nowadays it's like that cheap wood and rubber, I guess. And the balls looks different. I think it's a fun thing to know what we have now and what we have back in the days. I need to say something. I see Peppo Graphics. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fine. Hope the weather is nice. Yeah, I think it is. It's a fun one. What would even be more fun if you could make like a shield icon out of this? Which I mean, if you take one old pad and one new pad, make them crisscross, put 2 balls underneath, and you could put it onto a shield, or I think they call that a family weapon or something. Would be a fun idea. I like the material on the pad though. It only fades away for a little bit, and I don't see any on the black one. Yeah, I like the background with it. Very simple. Very educative. Probably not English. Here we have one of Pap-O Graphics, which just came into the stream. It's Pi from Python. Pi row code. Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't do that. I'll just call him code. Even though code is AO, right? Or whatever. Yeah, Mr. Graphics, took 36 minutes. I'm still learning, modeled in 30 minutes. The rest was light, camera, shading, which I haven't really mastered yet. I'm glad I'm saying that the correct way. Took 36 minutes. I think you mean everything together, but you don't have to include the render time, by the way. You can just model, 30 minutes modeling, coloring, noding. When you just open Blender until the moment you press on render, should be 30 minutes. So let's take a look at it. That looks like a nice large table tennis. If you look at the scale of the pad and the ball, which is okay. Normally they are very small, and I would be afraid to, get the ball off from it. I think it looks cool. I like how the feet of the table look very, very strong. It looks like a structure that can easily be outside for a long time. Yeah, the ground is of course extra. You don't have to do that. You just can focus onto the table. Which I mean, maybe you could have had like a little, I don't know, I would just call it a clip. I've done that at mine one, by the way. Like, so you can really put it onto the table, turn the knob so it's like tight, and later on you can remove it again. Yeah, I like the net, by the way. I also need to scale things up because I've noticed with one of the entries before, I believe it was in the monthly, that in Discord it looks ugly, and then I opened it in browser and it looked a lot better. Yeah, it looks very nice. I really like the net though. Really good. Alright. Here's 2 likes on the video. Come on, guys. Yeah. Likes is always nice. Then we have one of 3D Bubble. 3D Bubble. I like the straight away. I like the wood. If you would. And I like the color of the table with it fitting well with the wood. It's like blue and orange. Of course, this is not orange, but it fades away to orange if you make brown lighter. The red fits in also very well. I would only say one of the pads need black. You see that a lot, black and red. Of course, maybe if you turn the pad around, the black is on the other side. I believe that is the whole thing, right? One side red, one side black. I like the net. It really seems like it has been... how you say that? Like this little wire went over this wire, and then to this side, and then went over again. It really seems like it. I don't know if it's called stitching. It's not stitching, right? But you guys know what I mean with that. I really like that effect onto it. It really seemed like, realistic. You did make the black metal. You just forgot to turn it around. Yeah, I like this scene. Very simple. I just especially like the net. You guys seem to do a good job on the net. Alright, then we have one of Red Bear Who. And Red Bear Who made a very strange looking creature. It's a shame that it's on transparent background. always try to get a background with it, at least. Yeah, sure, it could be for a very low poly game, I would say. This very simplistic, like wiring on the pad. The ball is going through it. Yeah, it's not much to say about this. But I like the idea of the pad like this. Could also be like a, make like a futuristic type of thing, and it's like force field idea. The creature looks a little bit strange, a little bit scary. I guess it will do. Yeah, faceless model. Then we have one of Raffle Raffles just in time. That's very good. I like to hear that. I'm just gonna scale everything out. I like how you have like a different type of color onto your table. Everyone seems to use different colors. I really like that. The ball seems like some texture on it. Could be wrong though. I like the pad, like the ball, I like the way how it's presented down here. Yeah, I guess the net is okay too. Simple stripe, very simple, but it's on point. Maybe I know. I feel like the net here has no thickness, while at this point it does. I can see it like barely a little stripe down here. So this thing really needs a little more thickness, maybe just the same as this one. But that's it, I guess. And like a black underneath. Like I really think like one side is black, one side is red. Then we have one of Doomsday EG. I don't know why the lightning is so weird on this one. Well, I guess it's not really the light. I guess it's the format on. Well, no, that is Discord, I see. Yeah, Discord. Yeah, I don't know. The lights, yeah. Maybe the shadows need to be more tight. Like if the sun is shining, the shadows are always very, very tight. And that is different when you use indoor lamps, because the sun is very, very bright. But the light itself, I don't think something is wrong with it. It's just the shadows. It'll be very sharp. The net, I would say so far so good. What I would have done, and by the way, this is not table tennis I'm seeing right now. It is normal tennis. Or maybe these guys are just very small and they need to climb onto the table in order to do table tennis. Maybe the same rules still count. You need to hit the ball onto the ground or whatever, if it's not the same like table tennis. Was it so on table tennis you need to hit your own ground, then it needs to pong on his ground? Or is it like tennis but then on a table? But these guys are tables, yes. I see that right now. I wanted to almost say they look like the monster from just before. But yeah, this really looks like tennis because the rackets and this down here. What I would have done is just make this table where they're on just like table tennis and just give them the bats. Then it will be more like table tennis. Yeah, it needs some more recognizable things in here that it's table tennis instead of. But I get the joke here. And I'm thinking of it. I get the joke of table tennis. I get the joke here. But it would have been better if the ground, the net, and the pads would actually have been table tennis. But I get the joke here. It all of a sudden pops in my head here. Yeah, that's all I would say. Sharper shadows, and the light looks less weird. Scratch my eye here. Then we're gonna go to climbing gear. I have made a pair of ice axes. There was way too less time after modeling, so I just added plain colors. It says 3D bubbles. I was thinking it's a shame they don't look like ice. That would be really ice climbing pics. They're really nice. I really like the model though. Very modelish. A lot of random stuff going on. Really make it look like advanced tools. I do not really know much about ice climbing pics. It's a better joke than save the best for the last. Thank you, Iris. Alright, yeah, I like it. It's very, you know, simple, but very nice model. Very nice. Iris Jack, oh, I'm not gonna bother with that. If you go climbing, you need proper socks, although mine look like grandma was wearing them. When I see these socks, it really made me think that this looks like glass fiber. No, not glass fiber, just carbon fiber. Something like that, carbon fiber socks. I like with the background here. It reminds me of Switzerland, you know, Swiss cheese smell comes off these socks. Yeah, climbing gear, huh? But I like the feeling down here. Alright, let's go to this one. This one, Iris Jack, who's a more professional climber than Batman. Alright, Batman uses this thing, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I always wonder, like, how is the rope connected to it? It's a rope to shoot out of it with it. I think what this will do, if you shoot this onto a roof, it will hold up to the edge. I like the model, it's very simple. Could be used for a game, I would say. You could use it as a weapon. Yeah, very simple. Then we have one of me. My grandpa used to climb with this gear. Very good, right? Climbing gear. Yeah, I like the rust that I've made here. I should still make a video of it with 2 different type of rust. Still need to do that. I was busy in my weekend too much with playing games, chilling out. It needs to happen sometimes, right? Then we have one of Pepograph X. Still not much better with the textures, but at least got a little bump. Alright. Little bump, right? Okay. Yeah, I have to say these ropes feel very tight for some reason. It's like been laying in the sun for too long. Or if you just grab the whole bunch and you slam the rock, it will break off. But I like that you've made a whole set down here. You just you know, put this on that, and you swing it around, throw it on a rock. You use these things onto your belt, and then you use the climbing picks. Something. I like the ground. Maybe you would therefore enjoy the Rust tutorial. I'm still trying to learn about notes. Yeah, I need to fix that. Yeah, I like this scene in overall though. I think it's very nice. You managed to make multiply tools down here, so points for that, and I like the ground with it. I think it looks good. Yeah, it needs a little bit down here to scale it out. I'm keeping an eye on little beauty mistakes, I would like to call it. Then we have one of Raf, the climbing axe of a bad mountaineer. That likes a game, mountaineer. I don't know why, but I'm scaling it out for this time. Yeah. Looks like a very heavy tool, man. Almost look like a fire axe. I like the little shaft up here. This where you live? Right. Little thingy down here, so it has an extra use of the tool. I like the seating overall, though. I only think that this is very heavy. That's the feeling I get, and the texture is a little stretched out down here. What you could have done is maybe project from view onto your unwrapping, and then you won't get this at all. But I really like the texture with it, the background. It really fits in. Like it. Then we're gonna go to basketball. Here's my basketball item, ball and ring net. Going experimental a lot. I didn't notice the time reached 28 minutes, so I was able to make these two, which is okay, which is fine, which is nice. The only thing I would say that this line on the basketball is a little bit on the thick side though, but I had a little bit of problem myself too, so make it a little bit thinner, and I believe, I'm not quite sure, you need to, like when you have this last texture, like you have UV, generated, object, try to switch from them, because sometimes it's just an issue of the model itself, that it may stretch out or make it not stretch out. Would make sense what I'm saying here. I do like the bumpiness on the ball. I like the bumpiness onto the ground here. Yeah, I can imagine you need to throw this ring up in the sky and then throw the basketball into it. That'd be difficult. Yeah, I just don't know. I wish maybe I need to get my own blender again. I'm not going to do too much trouble here though. Let me see here. God. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's visible on this one though. Like, if you do this, it should already look like a lot different. It's going to take a long time. Like, it's not even showing up right now, and then you have like this and that and that. Like, you see, like, now it's like stretched out down here. Like, sometimes it just helps to use a different channel. I don't completely understand everything, but yeah. NBA, American basketball, National Basketball America, maybe. It's like where Michael Jordan plays, and I don't know any other basketball players though. Then we have one of 3D Bubble. I just made a simple basketball. Yeah. I wonder how you got this effect done. I wanted to do something like this too, and like what Erwin has, but I don't have any knowledge of doing this. National Basketball Association. That could be too. I think that would be the thing. I like how you made a field with it. I like how the field is purple. Just like, why not? The only thing I would say is the bumpiness needs to be a little bit different. It's a little bit too small, I guess, but it could be me. Personal thing. I wanted to do bumpiness on mine one too, but sometimes you're just trying to mess around way too long. And what the best thing to do is actually, mess around in your free time, trying to get all kinds of patterns with it. And when you got something nice, you need to make like a screenshot of the notes and a screenshot of what it does on your work, and then save it as. So if you need like a note setup, you can just quickly go to your folder and you can just get it done instead of just messing around for way too long. I tried to get bumpiness on mine one. Well, this is a basketball. I thought let's make it into basket, and of course, yeah, this is not really what I wanted, but you get the idea of a basket down here. And the letters are a little bit off from the basket. I tried to shrink wrap this around, and then I use solidify to give it a little bit thickness. Only problem was I was getting weird artifacts on this one. So I first had to convert the text to mesh, but then it was still a mesh. So I was like, whatever. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Do I need to see this? Oh, Gambit NBA, yeah. Oh yeah, this was mine one. Here's one of Raf. Raf says no comment. Spalding. I will only say, okay. I like the ball. I like the bumpiness on this. Only the floor, it feels like very needs to be bigger. Because if you need to imagine laying each of these planks on the floor, it's going to take a very long time. These planks need to be. I have seen like small planks, but I think this is a little too small. It needs to be, you know, at least this one plank needs to be the size of 2 of these at least. But the ball, this is very nice. I also like how there is depth into the ball where the stripe comes along. It's maybe a little too much. I think if you put if you rotate this ball with this side is up, it almost starts to look like a pumpkin. Like you can see it very deep, but I do appreciate the effort of, you know, getting this done. Like more depth into the stripes. Maybe it's me, maybe not. I like the name on it. It's done very well, better than what I had. Also like how the S is connected with the P, the A to the L, and the I to the N. I like that a lot. Yeah, just the planks need to be a little bit bigger. It feels a little too small though. Anything else, I like it. Then we have one of Iris Jack, Wilson, Tom Hanks, Castaway. Was that a basketball? Thought it was maybe a volleyball or maybe soccer ball. It was white, right? But I get the thing here. I do like the knobs on it, which we should have seen more already on the basketball. Only it knobs out a little too much for some reason. But this is something that I wanted to do on my basket though, but a little bit lesser visible. I really like the picture on here and the plant sticking out. I think it worked out pretty well. The water is very nice. Hi Tyrone, I see outmined all of a sudden. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fine. Hope the weather is nice. Even though we are sitting inside. Yeah, I like the whole scene in overall. Very good. Maybe cut off the sides though. Then we are going to go to snowboard / skiing. This one is Erwin Sunny Ray. Here are the short story. Winter has come and I planned going for ski. Unfortunately, snowboarding ski shop closed due pandemic COVID-19, so I'm using leftover wood for the board, iron rod from my tripod, and bicycle helmet. Sounds quite dangerous. Yes, my stuff, my risk, my own responsibility. I'll never use this because here has no snow at all. Rarely seen here at Mount Kinablu. I'm pronouncing it wrong, which claims has snow before. I like the idea, the story with it, like you've just, you know, trying to make the stop yourself because the shop was closed. Good story. Points for that. Yeah. You just made everything you need, except for clothing. I wouldn't go in your willy because it's very cold. I like the helmet. I like the skiing sticks. I don't know what it's called, and I like the skis itself. I think it worked out very well. Like it. Like JB says my name, he comes to me like a child having to say sorry when he doesn't mean it. What? Irish Jack? What? Another one of Irish Jack. So I was staying in a hostel in Lake Bled in Slovenia for a few days and was recommended to go up north of the country to the snow, start hitchhiking and get a lift from an employee of the ski resort up there. They let me in for free and free equipment rental too, as long as I posted it on my travel page. I felt every 2 seconds. Oh, here we got a picture of Irish Jack. Yeah, nice story with it also. It's very snowy here. I like how you've, put the sky upside down in the snow. Yeah, sure. If I would could add something extra, I would just add like something, to keep the shoes pinned to the ski, or make a those ski sticks sticking out too. You move forward with. But I like this idea though. I wanted to join this too. I don't know why I haven't joined this one. I wanted to make like a snowboard that is on a ski stick. Makes a lot of sense. Then we have one of Pep X, as I like to call him. He says too late third. And he made a ski glass or a snowboard glass, I would rather call it. Because snowboarding looks a lot cooler. This is cool glasses. It's laying onto the table. I like this model. I like how it's green. It's really my favorite color though. Yeah, this probably will be very protective against the sun that is shining onto the snow, which can blind you a lot. Got some mechanism down here. Nice glasses. Then we have another one. We're gonna go to bowling. And we have one of Irish Jack. The only bowling equipment I need is a Wiimote and the Wii bowling disc. Alright, first thing that I noticed straight away, it feels like the Wii stick is a little too thick. I could be wrong though. I don't know if I've ever done Wii, but it feels like the Wii stick is a lot more thinner than this for some reason. But I like the model though. I like all the stuff and things onto it. I like the TV with bowling onto it. Gives it a little extra touch though. Simplistic. I like pink walls. Always good. Yeah, very nice. I used a drawing schematic thing. A blueprint for this. Or maybe the blueprint was stretched out. I know, it could also be the angle though. Because you see like the side straight away up on the front. Personal thing. I guess. Now I have to find out. Or maybe you have like different Wii remotes. I don't know, like... Yeah, I think it's because the view at the side. Like it feels very slim. Whatever. I think it's good. I like the idea of what you've done here. Then we have one of Pep X, 50-minute modeling, about 19-minute to texture. Oh boy. It's a very tiny bowling ball, I have to say. Maybe not. It feels more like a bowling ball for a child size. Green. I like green. That's always good. I like the bowling pins with it. Like the floor has a nice color. Bowling ball pins. Yeah, let's take a look at it. You see, like a bowling ball is, it almost reaches the red thing. Of course, this is a probably, yep, someone else made. I don't know. It feels like it is a little bit smaller than usual. Yeah, could be me. Something with angles today makes look things thicker than usual, smaller than usual. Yeah, I see a little bit of a stretch out situation inside the bowling ball. What I would recommend is you can also just add in another texture and just leave it green, and then you know, select those vertices up here and in here, and then align the green color so you won't see any stretching at all, and yeah, stuff like that. I like the ceiling overall though. You got a nice cut off here, so points for that. The light is very good. And overall very good. Then we have one Raffle Strike. You don't often get opportunity to use magic texture. However, on a bowling ball, that's true. Magic. Oh boy. This is what I call art, because I don't like this at all. It's ugly. I always say that with objects that has this kind of stuff on it. We have seen that plenty of times, by the way. And with everyone, I always call it ugly. So, yeah, I like the pins. I like the balls. Cannot really see if it's on point or not. This one seems to be standing, and this one looks like, compared with the ball, this one looks very big. And the ball is just kind of in front of it. If the ball, I think the ball needs be a little bit larger. I think this one is standing though, right? That's what you get when you paint your bowling balls on LSD. All that work from the poor soul. No. It's art, I said. This is what's called art. You see this kind of stuff in museums and stuff. This is worth millions of dollars. But I don't like it. Yeah, and overall, I like the scene, I like how you've been cutting stuff off. The pins look on point. The background looks okay with it. The wooden floor looks a little bit more on the scale than what we've seen before. I like the texturing what goes in here. It looks on point. It doesn't look like stretched out, so that is very good. You got the holes also very good, because these ones are much up closer than these ones. That is very good. Points for that. I should also look for this one. It's a little bit more difficult to see. But I think the distance from this one is a little bit more the same. These are just very, very small details. I could easily forget about that though. Then we want to outline, deleted the old image since Corey posted out this stuff. Made it from scratch, took 38 minutes, oh boy. And again, a very small little ball. What do you guys have with small balls? Is it cold out there or something? This texture is stretched out, but it will do in this case. The only thing that I would say, maybe some arrows on it. You see it sometimes at bowling alleys. But yeah, the stretch out does it. It makes it look like the ball is, you know, like in hyperspeed or whatever. But the ball is very small. I did see that people were complaining about the canals at the side were a little too small. In this case, I think you have resized the ball though, even though you made it from scratch. Yeah, the ball needs to be a lot bigger. Maybe I can do something about. No, that doesn't make any sense. No, it needs then. Okay, let me just do this, right? And then I wanted to say, Not really. This is the max what I can do. I think the ball is okay, even though when the ball goes further away, it even getting more smaller. Yeah, so the ball versus pins is a very important thing that I'm looking at. I'm not looking too much at the distance between those two holes and the hole down here. I do like the lights with it. These pins here seem to be different than these ones. I guess this is more of a kit track, so this ball needs to go there. It would fit in a lot more, and for this track it needs to be a little bit larger, just a little bit. Alright, yeah, the pins are very small. You people are too busy talking about other countries. That's okay. Then we're gonna go to 3D Bubble. 3D Bubble made an animation. Wow. I can tell that the air is very light in here. Pins seems to be very, oh, it's the pins. Very fluffy. Whatever I want to say here. But I do like the physics. I really like physics a lot. I like them in games, like mess around with physics. I really love to do that. But yeah, I appreciate that. It seems like you have been throwing a strike. And now, the ball, maybe a little bit bigger though. I'm really about the balls in this stream. A little bit bigger. But I like this animation. Yep, really good. I like also the texture on the ball. Very nice. I haven't looked at the whole of your balls. Let's see. 3D bubbles, right? 3D bubble. These holes of the balls. It seems like the distance between those two holes are closer together than these holes. So if that's correct, then points for that. Very good. Very important thing with bowling. Then we have one of Doom's EG saying Maya. That's okay. Very shiny render here. The texture on here kinda reminds me of a melon though. You can easily make like a melon texture out of this. I like the shininess, I like the reflection onto here, I like the reflection onto the track. It really adds a lot to it. I would only say, because there's not much interesting maybe to show around, is maybe cut a little bit off the side, make it into a nice square here. But it's very nice. I also like the inside of the holes, like just the black stuff. But the only thing that should have been done maybe a little different is that this hole needs to be a little further away though. Then it would be on point. And that's the whole thing that I'm saying. Searching for reference pictures is something you should do before opening Blender, because you can take your time searching for that. And a lot of the times I also forget about important details. So, but I like this in overall. Very good. Then we got one of Iris Jack. I forgot where, but I remember when I was young, we drove past a big golf ball in a roundabout. This is a little bit of the experience. My English is so bad. A few people did notice something, which I also noticed, is this stretched stuff here, and that is what you get. And here, when you use triangles. Now the thing is though, certain people will know about this, other people won't know about this. The best thing you can do is use squares all over the place. And the best thing is, when you have a cube selected, and you would press Ctrl 1 to, I don't know, 6 or 7, let's say 5, you automatically add a subdivision, right? That's what it's called. Subdivision, right? Yes. So I don't know if anyone that doesn't know about it. So select the cube, Ctrl 1, Ctrl 2, Control 3, etc. And then you can make like a ball, and of course, it might not seem all the way around, but at least you're not getting like these stretch out stuff. Or what you can also do, and in this case it works different, like I said, no triangles, but if you use triangles all the way and you smooth this out and you would add a Ctrl 2 on it, which doesn't work. Oh, it does work. This takes a little while. You don't have those things at all. So Outmine says, or harden the normals. I have no idea what you talk about. What is harden the normals? So in this case I would add a Ctrl 5. Then you see this stretched stuff here. So what you mean with harden the normals? Harden the normals. It's under bevel modifier. Alright, let's take a look. Where is it at? I don't see harden normals. Where is it at? Help me out here. It's on the left? No, it's not on the left. Okay, you have to apply the bevel. Okay, let's apply this. Yeah? Oh, here it is. This is the, I use Blender 2.9 and this is 2.8. It's on my desktop. Okay, I've applied it, and what now? Bevel, alright, bevel. Going to take a few H's, of course. Should have used a little bit lesser. Oh, okay, let's undo. Oh boy, should have just removed it. Take your time, take your time. Let's do, okay, so you say bevel, right? Okay, now this one, I take it should be first or last? I think last, right? Here it is, harden normals. So it will first round it off and then it will harden normals. Trailing content. Very good, right? Enable auto smooth. Where's auto smooth? Yeah, but it says enable auto smooth. We try, okay, Ultimator, we're trying to get rid of these things down here. If you use a thingy, this on that. In normals, yeah, okay, here, and then the normals, auto smooth, there we go. Should have gone for a way lesser vertices for this one, because 2 million already. Oh man, I would just use a cube for this or whatever. And then you need to change the angle too. Well, I have, who's teaching who? I mean, why would I go through all of this problem if I can just, you know, do something very simple? This is like, you need to do this and that and that and that. This costs way too much trouble. Just add this, right, and smooth it off. Done. Alright? It is like modeling a cube with, from a plane. Yeah, sure. But you get the thing down here. You don't need to subdivide. Okay, I will just take a look at it in my spare time. But you get the point. It can be done a lot more easier without the things down here. Yeah, thank you for the information. Yeah, I'm getting a headache of it. It just takes ages. I mean, it's always nice to learn something new from people. Just takes too long. Yeah, very good. I like it. Did you do little shallow holes? These holes? Well, I think I know how. I'm not gonna show it. Let's go to 3D bubbles. There we go. 3D bubbles made this, and I don't know why, but I have to think about this is a place in space. Like there is a floating rock, and onto this floating rock there's like a glass dome with an entrance for a spaceship to pass in, and yeah, you can go off there. I think it's because maybe the golf ball has like it's not round but hexagon, stuff like that. Yeah, and the grass look like it's kind of fake but also not. Yeah, I like the scene down here. Very simple. I had to think about space for somehow. I like it. Not much to say about that anymore. Then we have Outmined Low Poly Mini Golf Course. I really need to learn how to budget my time better. This took 45 minutes. It looks very nice though. It does remind me that this is like a blow up thingy, you know. But I like the mill. Really nice. Just put it into the hole. It comes out in the back into another hole. I like it. Midget golf. It's a hexagon. Wasn't I saying that? Hexagon? Yeah, Mr. Bean goes golfing. I think I've seen that like a few weeks ago. Goes all over the place. I like the scene in overall. I like the purple with the green. I like the red in here. It's a good color choice, I would say. I like the model, and I think this is on point too. Pretty good. Then we have one of PepX. I don't know what is going wrong here, but as always, I ran out of time. Yeah, once again, I think it's because those holes, the hexagon holes. Snap! Now I really want to know about this. I want to know if it's right or wrong, or well, it's certain it seems to be round. Yeah, well, I mean, sure. I don't think it looks too bad though. Yeah, at a lot of them I see that they are round though. But it's okay. I think golf balls with hexagons is something they use in space for some reason. That is, I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of that for some reason. And it seems like it is on space. It's on a planet Mars. I like the little texture on here. Looks very good. Looks printed on very well. I like the little rocks. I don't know. There's any other than the hexagons that maybe should be circled. There's nothing wrong with this picture at all. Could easily, be a thing in space, I would just say. That's a good one. How do you make it hexagon? Isn't... No. Okay, you guys figure that out. Then we have one of Erwin Sanuray. I used to hate EV rendering, but that just changed. I like now. Entry for the golf item, the ball and the holder. I think my favorite is usually the ball only. Skip the stick. Alright. Looks so far so good. On point. You got like round holes in there. There's a lot of distance between the holes, which is good. Like it's not hole on hole. I like the stick holder or the ball holder. I would call that too. I like the way how you have present this. Excuse me. It's a nice render. I really like that. Looks on point. Sure. A great candidate for a desktop background. Yeah, it is very good. I like it like so. And on this way, it is very legit to, you know, use a large render because there's nothing to cut off here and there. This is done very well. I like it. The light is also good. And we have one of Raf von Ravels. No comment this time. Let me just scale this up because I see a lot of bumpy. Alright. So you have, seems like circles in here, very carefully, I would say. Which I guess it's good. There might be, I don't know if there are different kind of balls, like one has deeper circles than other, maybe for different environments. Low poly-ish. I like how you got the ball holder, you got a stick with it, you got a hole, you got the golf ball. There's all the ingredients you need in order to play golf. Of course, a large space would be nice too. If this is in your bathroom where you took out the filter from the hole, it might be a bad thing though because you might break the mirror. But I like this ceiling overall. You got everything present. Very good. Why do I speak the whole name? Yeah. Can any of you guys answer that? I don't know. I'm just being me. Then we have one of Outmind, and we are gonna go to the last one is Archery. Finally learned my lesson and concentrated on making something simple to get under 30 minutes. A target full of arrows took 27 minutes. Well, almost done it. 100% correct, I would say. The only thing that I would have changed is the angle be a lot lesser than this. And then just for the, you know, to finish the picture off, I would just quick grab a cube, scale it out in the length from up and down, and just place it behind there. Like now it's like floating. But it's a personal thing. And what you also could have done here is take this board down here, move it a little bit more up to the side, and make one arrow coming flying at it. It would be just a little extra though. I want to have a closer look at the arrows because they look very nice. I like the arrow model. I like how there's like a orange tip onto the back of it, just giving it a little bit of an extra. I like the target, it's very nice. Yeah, very good. Yeah, okay, very good. So yeah, just a little lesser tilt in here. Just place a pole behind it, place it a little bit more here, and then an arrow flying at it. It would just make the picture, give it a little extra though. But the idea is there. Mini arrows, well, maybe the target is, well, mini arrows. You also have like crossbow shooting, and crossbows, the bows on a crossbow are like less large or whatever. 3D bubble. I have made a simple bow for today. Tried to completely rig it with the help of modifiers like hook, simple deform, and drivers. Alright, alright, alright. Mm-hmm. Alright. I mean, the rope seems to be a little stiff, while the wood is bending very nice. Just one more time. It's satisfying. Oh yes, there we go. I like this model though, very decorative, and probably has a reason. I don't know, maybe you've got it from a real life one, or you just made this up. But I just like how it's not just a simple, like a simple stick. Okay, one more time. Oh yes, there we go. All right. Very good. I like this idea. If people want to check it out, you can download the blend file down here. Then we have one for from Erwin Sandre. Thanks to those who helped me how to post a model with textures in Sketchfab. I made this bow in 20 minutes and successfully made all the textures and can be seen. Here are my stylized bow. Now let's have a little fab down here. Let's scale it up. Click to rotate. Alright. Alright, I see what you mean with baking texture. So you've been doing texture painting and then put it on there and then... Right, that's what you did. I like, it's a very stylized bow. Once again, it's not just a simple stick. I like how you got a little bit of decorative things in here, which I like a lot. The texture is very random here and there. Also the ropes, let me just see that. Just a rope, that's fine. I like the model though, very good. And yeah, I'm glad it worked out that you got to get this on Sketchfab with your baked textures. It is always an improvement to learn something new, which I can do with the normals onto a ball. Yeah, very nice. I like your wood, Erwin. It worked out pretty well. Alright. Then we have one of Raf from Raffles. Let's scale this up. Alright, I like the target. There's a lot of stuff going on. Very colorful. I like the arrows. Very good. Also, the arrows seem to have a little is it? I don't know if it's called. Probably not called a dent, but it's the part where the string can have more grip on it. Outman says fat arrows. Could be. Maybe the target is just very small in this case, which in the other one the target is very large. Sure. Like, that is always important to just grab some reference pictures. You got all the time to do so you can get the max out of it to get the models on scale. More like dots. Could be. Dots on a target. Could be an idea, like distance throwing. Okay, everyone seems to say it looks the arrows are a little bit off though. Okay. But I do like the way how the shot is being made like this, which is okay. It's like a nice small render. The board is here, the arrows are sticking in there, or dots in some people's cases. Does anyone have some arrows with a blend file? No. Then we have one of the ultimate radium glowing bow and arrow with a dude drinking a package of orange juice. Alright, ooh. It's a shame there is no background onto it because white just blow away everything. You can also see the, what is it called, anti-aliasing, whatever it's called. Very strong in this one with a white background. The bow is very decorative. I like that a lot, and seems like this arrow is having a tip, sharp tip. Very good. Model is really nice. I like that. Also like this down here. Looks like a bat made from slime bow. Yeah. It also seems like a bit of a texture onto it. I like it. Would be a nice bow for in a game, I would say. Yeah. You can see that straight away, and like if you have a black background onto it, yes, it looks a lot better. I was looking at the name. We have one of Landish entry archery stuff. Alright, let's look at this entry archery stuff. That's a very nice bow. I am going to scale this one up for this time, so we can have a closer look at the texture if it's possible. A little bit. It's a very nice texture on here. It looks like it's yeah, redwood type of thing. I like how there's some tape on here, so it wouldn't damage like the wood. Some nice bendy shapes in here, which is very nice. I like the string with it. Only the background doesn't make any sense what it could be. At this point seems to be very shiny, and over here it's not. But the bow is very nice. I really like that. Outman says, I'm having a hard time believe this was done 30 minutes. 100% yellows. This one done in 30 minutes? I don't want to be show off, but it's a piece of cake. You guys tell me I should have known about the normals. It's not too bad. I mean, yes, maybe the texture, it depends. Like if this person had this texture like figured out a long while ago and he just like made a screenshot of his node setup, then it's not like too difficult to make that. Ultimator says I like the sharp ends of the bow. Think this is a 10-minute job. See, RSX understand it. I don't know. But I freaking love this texture on it though. It's really good. I've never seen such a thing before. Very beautiful. Then we have one of Pepograph X model, no problem. Paint textures, no problem. Shading, hell no. And I'm running out of time. I don't know why I did the accent with it. Okay, that's very nice. I like the feathers on the arrow. I like actually the textures onto the hay bales. I like the grass texture. Only I would say that then the texture on this board feels like a little bit off from the ground texture and the hay bale texture. This could be me. Yeah, the feathers are very nice. I like that. I also like that little, looks like a, you know, like a blue tape type of thing to hold this feather onto the arrow. I do appreciate the dent that has been made into this board where you can see the arrow sticking in. You can see a little bit of shadow and light doing the work here, which is great eye for detail. But yeah, the hay bale and the ground is just doesn't fit in with the board and the arrow. But I do like the texture on this. It really gives a little bit of a game feeling, I would say. Maybe something from a mobile game or from a game where you look up from the top. It's a very nice texture and it fits in very well together. Then we have one of Iris Jack. 30 seconds challenge. Archery. An apple. And an arrow that magically went to the apple, because if you look at the arrow tip and you look at the whole of the apple, that is just not possible. So I guess this is an idea for a sign onto a clubhouse or something. Ultimator says, see the bottom right, an arrow can be noticed on the hay. Bottom right. This is bottom right, but he talks about the hay bale, which is this one. Am I missing something? Oh, wait, here you mean like it's exactly between in the hay bale, in the crack. Bottom left. Oh, this one. In the, yeah, but this one too, right? On the right. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, this one, that one, and even this one. Very good that not everything is into the board. Makes it more realistic. Unless you're, what is it called, Black Hawk or something from the Avengers. I don't know. Yeah, a nice thing for a club sign. Because if this thing was real life, then the hole should have been much larger. This island, of course. Magic happened. Do we have one of Nirvana mic? Alright. I like the stance here. Very good. This, I believe, the only person, well, hay bale is a stand too in this case. This one misses the stand. I like this one. These targets looks very good. I like how the arrow looks like it's been made of wood. The arrow actually has a tip on it. Yeah, I like the material onto the stand down here. I would only say maybe give the ground a more of a grayish material, so it really looks like the ground is concrete and this is just like painted white wall or something. It would fit in a little bit more than just having both the same color. And overall I really like this one. Very good. This will get target at a shooting gallery. Well, maybe it is a shooting gallery. What do you mean with guns? Archery. Yeah. We had you, Iris. Yeah. Old amusement park. Oh, that kind of stuff. I see. Yeah, on a fun fair. We shoot with a BB gun. Is that what it's called? Anyhow, I think the stand and the target looks very nice. Sure. Alright, so this were all the an air rifle. Okay. Air bucks. These were all the entries, very good. Okay, let me just put a tinky in the chat. I have everything. Wait, just hang on a second here. Just need to remove the names from the last one. This one is already gone. A lot of Irish Jack last week. Something fishy is going on. Alright, so Table tennis. We have me. We have Iris Jack. We have Prio Code. Pep X. 3D Bubble. Redbeard. Ruff. Doomster. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's vote. So who do you think has, I don't know, maybe the best one? Maybe the funniest one? Or maybe historical interesting one? Or the strangest one? Or the one that doesn't make any sense for a few percent? Okay. For table tennis, I see JB. I see JB. I see JB. 11 people are watching. Jack. I'm not surprised about that though. When I seen this one, I was like, this one doesn't count anymore. We have one off for Raf. It will be this one. You didn't put, yeah, for the first one it's okay. Iris is going for Raf too, so that's 2 for Raf, 3 for me, 3 for Raf. Yeah, he means just keep on voting. You will notice in a second. We need more votes. Just focus on the voting ultimately. Anyone else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 11 has voted. Yeah, and the point is I'm not gonna vote on myself, so that sucks a little bit. I thought, is this finally going to be the first time that I win without, you know, asking for it? So in this case, Raf van Ravels, you are the winner of the table tennis. To be real honest, I was expecting Iris Jack to win. Like I said before, when he put this in here, I knew, I don't know, for some reason that I wouldn't win, but I'm surprised that he didn't get as much votes as I did. Yep. Yeah, like I said a few times before, I don't want to win because people want to be nice. I want to win because people really like it. So that's okay. Where's my 3D map? A 30-minute map. Here we go. The first one is of Raf. Congratulations. And then we're gonna go to climbing gear, which I'm gonna put a yellow tinky in the chat, so Ultimator now knows what people were talking about. You have one of 3D Bubbles, we have one of Iris Jack, we have one of Mike, we have one of me, we have one of Pep X, we have one of Ruff. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have one of 3D Bubble. Which means, yes, that is this one. One for Irish, which is this one. People will start to joke around. We have another one for Irish, another one for Irish. 3D bubble, 3D bubble, 3D bubble, 3D bubble. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3. So if no one has to vote anymore, and it's gonna be 3D Bubble. Travesty. I need to do this hotkeys, copy. So in this case, 3D Bubble, congratulations on winning the climbing gear. Again, such a great one. Then we're gonna go to basketball after I place this name on my text file. There we go. With a thingy in the chat. No, I'm doing this on purpose because if I make a mistake in typing, then in the Hall of Fame it won't show up the ad name. So I have to do it like this to make sure I'm not typing anything wrong. So we have one Erwin Ray, 3D Bubble, me, Raf, Iris Jack. Iris Jack, this one, Raf, that one. The basketball from Gambit NBA. Basketball. We have another one for Raf. Another one. We have one for 3D Bubble. Another one for me. Mine is the best, but I bought for JB. It is really not wrong on this. I agree with that. That means one for Ice Jack, 2 for Raf, 1 for 3D Bubble, and 3 for me. 4 for me. Wow. You guys really like it, or are you trying to be nice? Okay. How many people are watching? If you want to vote, put your vote down in the chat. No, don't try to be nice. That is something. Stop whining about what? I haven't been whining. I already won. I got to be you guys' host. So in this case, if no one has something to say, fine. Then I win. The basketball. Gambit NBA. Thank you guys. Alright. Then we're gonna go to snowboarding, skiing. We have one of thank you. We have one of Erwin Sunny Ray with the very nice story about an epidemic and self-made equipment. We have the one of Iris Jack with a funny, with a story and a funny picture. We have one of Pep X with the very nice snowboarding glasses, which I think Pep X only has the one, kind of referring to snowboard. I mean, this glass is cool. I think snowboarding looks cooler than skiing. So we got 3 of them. We have one for Erwin. We have one for the cool glasses. We have one for Iris. We have another one for the cool glasses. Another one for Iris. Another one for the cool glasses. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. and then 1, 2. So it is 2, 2, and 3. The one that says it's too late. Oh, 1 for Iris Jack. So it's 2, 3, and 3. Oh, and we have 1 for Erwin Senray. That means 3, 3, 3. In this case, nobody votes anymore. So I have to choose a winner myself. Even though I find these glasses very cool, I think I'm gonna go for one of these two because they have been doing a lot more work to it. Besides the work to the scene, they both have a nice story with it. But I think in this case, Iris Jack just ripped off Erwin Sunny Ray because he was the first with the text. Even though I think this is very funny though, I'm gonna give this one away for Erwin Sunny Ray. I think he deserves again a winning. He has a very nice story with it. I think his equipment looks very nice. You got everything you need for skiing. I mean, you don't need clothing. You can just go into your wiener, let it breeze into the wind. But you got everything down here. I think it's very good. I like this one too. I think it's funny. I like the story with it though. Very interesting. But I don't think this really happened to you with the story. And his story and his equipment are on point. So congratulations, Edwin Sunray, on winning the skiing. You well deserved this one. Everything is on point. All right. What? What have I been doing here? Let me just be messing around on my text file. Okay, there we go. Tinky in the chat. There you guys go. Then we're gonna go for bowling. Are we gonna go for the one of Iris Jack? Are we gonna go for Pep X? Are we gonna go for Rough? Are we gonna go for Outminded, 3D Bubble, or Dooms AG? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we have one for Doomster, we have one for Rough, we have another one for Doomster, one for Outmind, we have one for 3D Bubble. Another one for Doomster. It is a very nice one though. One for Raph, another one for Raph. So there's 3 against 3. Raph had this one. Ugh. Yes. I mean, the distance between the holes are on point on this one. This one I cannot check if the ball is big enough because there are no pins. But the main problem seems to be the size of the balls. This one might be the only one that's on point, the ball compared with the pin, because it's made by Nintendo, so it should be on point. No, it's just the color. Ugh. I even been using some kinda a color thingy like that for my mask, which I don't like, but I still put it up. Let me see. Where is it at? something like that. Like this, like, it is so, Okay, so it is like, Raf and Doomster EG are battling together. Raf is this one, Doomster EG is this one. If I have to choose, it is not this one, okay? It's not because the ball. You get points for the distance of the holes. That's very good. I like that. If I really have to choose, I am going for this one, just basically because it just looks very appealing to look at. Just the reflection. This is the only one who really has like a nice reflection of the surrounding onto the floor, onto the ball. I like the holes in the ball, even though they don't have the right distance. It looks very good. So it is not the print, because I have it on my mask. So congratulations Doom to EG with a win for Maya. Okay, like that. Let me see here. Speaking about my mask, if you want to buy some merchandise, it can either be a JB Blender t-shirt or a mask, because you need to have a mask. You can order it in one of the two links. Partly the money will go to my wallet so I can drink beer. Another part will go for prizes to win for the competition. And if I get something extra left from that, I can feed Iris Jack that is sitting in the basement. Oh, and there goes all of my windows. I have to pump them back up. There we go. I always hate that when it happens. Whoever invented that stuff at Windows. Alright, let's go to golf. Yes, okay. So for golf, I'm just gonna put a Tinky in the chat so I know where I left off. We have Iris Jack with the scene which I need to learn a new technique. We have one of 3D Bubble with, I think it's a space goal. We have one of Outmind with a beautiful Dutch windmill. We have one of PepX with also a space scene because hexagons. Then we have one of Erwin Sunny Ray with a beautiful lined up scene down here, which makes a lot of sense to me. Then we have one of Raf with the complete set down here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me hear your vote. Vote. Okay, we have one of Outmind. We have 2 for Erwin. My windows are going. Meanwhile, I'm going to check my email. Alright. There we go. 2 Outmind, 2 Erwin. 1 for PepX. Another one for PepX. 2, 2, 2, 2. Let me see. PepX, Erwin, and Raf. So those 3. Just business mails. Outmind cannot get the win because 30 minutes. Yeah, well, I let this up to people. Like, at least you've been fair, so maybe fairness, you know, adds a place for the win. But in this case, it's about those 3. Ay. Let me just see here. Or I need to go for the complete set, or I need to go for the angle of the render, or I need to go for worms, which I played a lot back in the days. Ay ay ay. Yeah, but I mean, I can do random stuff, or I can just really think about why would I choose. But maybe random could be a thing, because if I have to choose, I would personally choose Pep X just because he didn't win one time. That is my whole point. But maybe I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't look at who win and who, you know, stuff. Random.org. Oh snap! I had. Oh wait. Do you guys remember I had like a randomizer which was kind of fun? I forgot about that one. Let me just see real quick. Oh boy, I should have. Give me a second. Just me a second. Oh man, I had a randomizer which was a lot of fun. Please quick, please quick. I cannot find it. Well, whatever. Let's go for random.org. I had a fun one with music and applause and whatever, confetti. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna type enter your items in the list below, each in separate line. I'm just gonna do 1, 2, and 3. It will save me up typing, and let's randomize. Wait. Maybe it will be better if I do this. So 1, 2, 3, it makes sense. Randomize, no applause, no stuff. It seems like then in this case Erwin's only right one. Oh. What? Yeah, like a spinning wheel, yeah. Ah, man, I would swear I saved this one up. Okay, let's just, I don't like this one. I mean, okay, do you guys agree? Erwin's only right then? No, Pep, what? Oh, did you get it? Yeah, what? Yes, I found it. Okay, fuck off with that. It's a lot more fun. I think this is the one, right? Pep has 3 votes. What do you mean? Wait. Yeah, Erwin. 1, 2. Outmind. Pep. Pep 3. Oh. Okay. Sorry. I my apology, guys. So then Pep wins. I'm still gonna do this. Just for fun. Oh, I didn't do this one. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. I saved it up, so for next time we can do this one. My apologies. My apologies. No, I didn't mute your ass. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Thank you. So Pep win this one. My apologies again. And just for the sake of it, my apologies. I really like this one. Worms. Okay, there we go. Okay. Why didn't you guys say so? Why don't you guys just spam the chat? I'm just putting it on you guys. Okay, so the last one, Archery. Tinky, there we go. We have one of Outmind, we have one of 3D Bubble, we have one of Erwin Sundere with Sketchfab, we have one of Raf from Raffles, we have one of Ultimator, we have one of Landish, and we have one of PepX, we have one of Jack, and we have one of Nirvana Mike. Okay, 3D Bubble, Erwin. If you want to have a better look, open Discord, check out the list because it's pretty long. Landish. Come on, guys. Another Landish. There's this one. Oh yeah, with the very nice texture on it. Another Landish. One for Erwin. That makes it 2 for Erwin, 3 for Landish, 1 for 3D Bubble. Erwin had the Sketchfab one, which is a very nice model. The Ultimator is this one, the Radium Slime one. Now you what? Okay. I think it's clear. It is Landish. So Landish, congratulations. Excuse me. Congratulations on winning the Archery. It's a very nice texture. Alright. Okay, we have a lot of random winners this time. I don't see any names being duplicated this time, which is very good. That means everyone has moved up a step. Yeah, sometimes it happens, and then Frank just comes in. Sorry, Frank, we are at the end. We just want to close it up. But good to see you showing your face. Yeah. Poor Frank, you always have to pick up his kid around the stream, so. So yeah, next subject. I don't want to say, I just seen that I had a few suggestions from Raf. By the way, thank you for sending that to me. Your trophy will be sooner or later updated into the banner of my channel, so also thank you for that. Let me see what they all got. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what we can do, we're just gonna take it easy. We can do hats, different kind of hats. Every day you make a different kind of hat. So for today it will be a hat. Tomorrow a cowboy hat. The day after a decorated hat. then a holiday woman hat, then a helmet, then a what is it called in English? You know, one made of wool. I need to translate that, but I'm glad it's for Saturday. And then on Sunday we would have a cap. Yeah. Well, at least he sent me suggestions, okay? No, we're not gonna combine this one. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a different one. Like if I will figure out the hats one, just make it a little bit more, you know, make it sense. But at least he sent me a lot of suggestions though. Like I'm very happy with that, and I really appreciate that. So for either check, why don't you make a whole list, huh? But no, we can also do what is like everything is in Dutch, which is okay. I mean, I only have to translate it. Water vehicles. So we can do canoe, kayak, rowing boat, passenger ship, rubber boat, submarine. Shall we do boats? Yachtse. Shopping for yachtse. All right, let's do what is a good word for that? Water vehicles. Water vehicles. No, we cannot do add hats and boats. I do have a nice one for hats though. But for another time. It's gonna be a nice one. So in this case, water vehicles. I will just have to translate everything, but that's okay. A canoe and kayak is different. I know that one. A canoe. Canoe. I'm gonna do a canoe for today. If you know what I mean. A canoe. Spin that wheel. Oh, for crack's sake, you people. Okay. Well, whatever you want. I can take some time. This is the wrong website. How to repair corrupted MP4 using VLC player. No, that's not the one I need. I need the Wheels of Names. But you know what? One thing I'm not gonna do is translate everything. I was going to sit here another 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna do it in Dutch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then someone says yacht. Okay, whatever. You guys like to see this, huh? Spin that wheel. Well, there you go. Exactly what I said. Now you made me. Thank you. Yes. Woohoo! Alright. It took me extra time for nothing. But I like your idea, guys. It's just for fun, why not? So in this case, it's going to be a canoe, water vehicles. And canoe, of course, in English. Announcements, let me see. It is 284. There we go. Canoe. Water vehicle. There's to make a canoe. Alright, off you go into the wild. Ready for the lions to be eaten. So yeah, thank you Raffles for a lot of suggestions. I'm just going to make sure I got listed everything well. I'm going to think of using that well. I really appreciate that. So that is gonna be that, folks. Did you know that Ireland is the only speaking country in the EU? Yeah, did you know that the Netherlands is the only Dutch speaking? That's not true, by the way. That is not true. Did you know? No, that's also not true. Belgium is a troublesome country. They speak Dutch, they speak French, they speak Belgian, they speak German. But no. They also speak English in England. But that's also not completely true. Did you know that I am the best person in the world, Ultimator says. Maybe in that way. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so folks that want to go, nothing more interesting is coming up. For the other folks, by the way, thank you all for being here. I really enjoyed myself. I hope it didn't take too long. I will take care for the listing. Maybe the spinning wheel next time would be better. Also for choosing, when we have like you know, double persons, I need to choose. Unless I really think that I'm choosing someone who deserves it based by the critic I'm giving. If I don't know any, I will just use the spinning wheel. Alright. What? Canoe? Yeah, but that's not English, right? Kanaal? Mochinum? Yeah, I'm saying it on the Dutch way, so I don't think that is correct. I've given your time. It means let's have a drink. Ah. Katasan language. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Erwin, for some lessons here. So Wednesday we're gonna do the weekly. What did we do already? Oh yeah, autumn. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. No spoilers here. Very good. That's it. Yeah, and I need to go to the supermarket. My girlfriend is probably waiting downstairs, for some other people known as the pizza boy. Okay, guys. Catch you next time. Thank you. I really appreciate that.